Hey guys, it's LJS Studios. Today here's a quick guide for stop motion. You need stop motion studio, CapCut, and you very obviously need a figure to film with. So now you want to set your frame rates at 12 FPS because 12 FPS is usually considered the best. It's not too hard and at the same time it's not too clunky. So that was my custom Hakai Shin or Calamity Shin figure. I put it away and we're going to use this Godzilla Evolved custom I made. So first, we're going to try a small animation. So you're going to want to slowly move the figure, take a picture, move the figure again. So that was a ring light I just showed off. Usually, I use that to light up my figurines. This was a quick guide, I didn't really do that, but usually lighting up figurines is best. So as you can see, I'm moving the figure, I'm taking pictures. That's how we get the movement. A quick and simple tip is to make sure that when you're moving something, you don't just quickly instantly move it. You first slowly move it, then it accelerates into faster movements. I also recommend getting a phone stand, but if you do not have one, you can also use a Lego phone stand. Those are also very useful and they can help you too. So now we are going to do a Godzilla roaring animation, and with this one we are going to have Godzilla starting in this pose where he has his hands up, and we're gonna move his tail because usually in animations moving the tail is very good and it helps signify that the creature is actually alive instead of just roaring and not moving at all. As you can see here, since the tail moves, Godzilla doesn't look as like immovable, and he looks like he's actually moving and he's a real creature. I also heavily recommend using a shutter clicker. So it's very simple. When you press the button, the phone will also take a picture. This is so that you don't have to touch your phone and move the camera every once in a while, because usually touching your phones is a pretty big problem. Also, just letting you guys know, you guys would also need some sort of light source. I mean, you can't film in the dark unless you have some sort of night camera. I recommend using some sort of ring lights or those bed lights that you can find. They're cheap, simple, and very useful. But if you don't have any, you can simply just use natural light, although preventing your shadow is very important. So the next big tip that I'm going to give you guys is that you should use close-ups very more often. For example, during this shot, I'm going to show a close-up of Godzilla's face, and then I will use him roaring. Another very important tip, this is not really necessary, but if you can, use sticky stack. So for example, I'm going to be putting him in a pose where he would not normally be able to stand. As you can see, he's very tilted, and without that sticky tack he won't be able to stand well, and that is what the sticky tack is used for, holding poses that is not possible normally. So as I'm sure most of you stop motion creators would know, or if you don't know and you have never done stop motion before, I can tell you one thing. Animating Godzilla running is extremely hard. So as you can see here, I'm using a technique called I don't know, have a name for it, but I just show the upper body, and I only show the upper body moving instead of showing the bottom or the legs moving. This makes create the illusion that Godzilla is moving very quickly and he is running. So as you can see here in this animation, Godzilla looks like he's running. Although it's extremely a short animation, if you're using a long animation, you can also use this technique and show only the upper body. So here's a quick clip from a stop motion I made. Alright, so that was it for today's video. Please like and subscribe and make me monetize so that I can make better videos for you guys. And do check out my other stop motions.